Okay, next up is Borussia Dortmund, Bayern Munich, Bundesliga. We had another dramatic last day of the season on Saturday because, we were, and last week we were talking about, that's it. Look, all Dortmund had to do was win against Mainz, okay? And that did not happen. They ended up giving up 2 goals early. Bayern Munich was playing their game against Cologne. They were leading. Then Cologne got a penalty, tied the game. So for a moment, Borussia Dortmund had it, regardless if they won or not. And then Jamal.
They were champions for I think 11 minutes.
Okay, pretty good.
It's kind of sad if you remember. First of all, we've recently been there, so we know what that. The yellow wall is like.
Yeah.
Outside the stadium, there were fans everywhere, ready, waiting, partying, wanting to celebrate. For the love of the sport, man, I wanted Dortmund to win, bro. 11 years in a row, you won. And, look, it sucks. Bayern had to win, and Dortmund had to lose. So you can't – you can say – like, Bayern didn't slide into this. They won. Dortmund bottled it.
Yeah.
That's the end of the result. 73 points, which is what Dortmund would have had they won, and they would have won the league. Wasn't enough to have won the league any of the previous 10 years that Bayern had won it. So This has been a bad Bayern year. Bayern got rid of a manager, brought in Thomas Tuchel, which now there's reports that he was on a coke binge when he was at Chelsea and slept with one of the players' wives.
I heard that part. I didn't hear the cocaine part, but okay.
Oh, yeah, no, it was a cocaine-fueled party. Again, these are just rumors that are being spread.
Use gasoline like a normal person, bro. That's not the fuel you need.
Yeah, bro. Have you heard of EVs, my guy? Take it easy.
I don't know how useful or helpful cocaine is to the environment, bro.
So you going with high octane in your tank is what you're saying.
All right, all alleged. I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
No, this is fully allegedly.
Okay.
But these are some of the stories that are coming out now. They go and get that guy. You know what I mean? He's like, I know how to keep this team up. Bro. Everybody pull up your Instagrams. Let me see pictures of you ladies. And they're like, no. Tuchel, we're here for the football. But you let these guys win again, and it's so frustrating, bro.
Yeah.
Gio Reyna came in and completely changed this game.
Best player on the pitch by far. He was so good.
By far, dude.
I was going to just say, like I was talking to some Bundesliga folks about this. I'm like literally texting and be like, yo, why are they trying to ruin everything for everybody or whatever? But from the beginning of the game, and, obviously they did give up the 2 goals, Dortmund, they just played. They were scared. They played with this fear, where like they didn't want to grab the trophy by the scruff of the neck. They were trying to not lose rather than to win the game. And credit to
Mainz ruined it for everybody, bro. Why are you trying, bro?
But credit to Mainz because they simply they did their thing. They scored the 2 goals. After they scored the first goal, they were just like, let's do just a nice park the bus.
We lock it up.
We lock it up.
Yeah.
We are done here. We got nothing to prove to anybody.
We don't go to that side anymore. We stay right here.
And even still, they could have scored 4 or 5.
They had chances.
But they defensively they were just so solid. And you could see.
And bro, Haller to get his first penalty of the season.
Yeah.
Whose idea was it to hand him that ball?
That was the just laziest penalty I've seen in a long time, and it hurts a lot. His story is remarkable.
Incredible. Beat testicular cancer, came back, but bruh,
man, yeah, we saw him at
go stand next to everyone else and watch watch me do this.
We
bro.
saw him at the World Cup draw or something, or a Ballon d'Or thing or something. He came out in a big ceremony. He was bald, obviously, from chemotherapy and all this other stuff. So, and then for him to come back this season, score some important goals for Dortmund. He's been great. But that penalty was just one of those like, we're gonna win this. Like it just kind of like I don't really need to think about this too much. We're gonna win, and he just put it in a spot that perfect for the keeper.
Soft,
soft, just like kind of not in the middle, but like to the right, but a perfect height for a goalkeeper to get. Lazy penalty. So, and again, it's like another one of those confidence things of just like not really forcing and willing it to happen. And you saw that throughout the entire game until Gio Reyna came in, because Gio Reyna was just like, all right, fine, let's go. All right.
Yeah. Have any of y'all tried dancing around the midfield?
Well, my man looked like the when we were at the Azteca. Remember when he was dribbled through the entire Mexican squad? He played so confidently in a game that was so important, and I it's a shame because his teammates didn't really match that. Just you saw it at the end. They were so devastated. They were so close. Terzic, right, the manager.
Who was a backup at West Ham under Slaven Bilic, bro. He should have stayed a backup, bro. This guy. I can't imagine he's their manager next season.
But he was like in the yellow wall. He was like a big fan of. He's always been a fan of Dortmund. So you could tell. He did an interview after the game, and my man's just in tears, essentially, just saying, "Well, we tried, we did everything we could, but I don't know, man. I don't think they did everything they could. I mean, they did tie the game late. Nicolas Sule got that unbelievable goal for a center back. I couldn't believe he even did that. But they, once they give up that first goal and they missed the penalty, it felt like it was just insurmountable.
It started to become one of those things of like, oh, God, they're doing it again. And look, Terzic, Mike has let us know he started as a fan. I know that. He's the director of football. Now he's the manager. I mean, look, get back in that yellow wall, my guy. This ain't for you. You know what I mean?
Wear the scarf, okay?
Yeah, no, man. There's something about the way this team has played where they've always felt very disconnected. It hasn't felt like a unit. I was there. I was at Stamford Bridge when they lost to Chelsea in the Champions League game, and I'm like, bro, this team stinks without Gio. And again, why is this guy not starting?
I agree, and also no Jude Bellingham, which because he was dealing with an injury, so I think that was a big factor as well. Because the confidence in that midfield was not really there. They're just like,
well, I agree with you, bro. It's one game. You win one game to win the trophy. Bro, you could get that done.
I agree.
I would say without Jude Bellingham and without Gio Reyna, they have more talent than Everton, and Everton pulled it out.
I mean, sure. I don't know why you bringing up Everton right now when we're out here.
No reason to throw shade on a beautiful day.
Okay.
You know?
It's like it begs the question: can Borussia Dortmund survive in the Premier League if they were in the Premier League? And I don't know if that's so certain, right? I'm not saying Everton.
I think they would survive the drop for sure.
All right, maybe. I mean, look, they're a Champions League team. You would imagine that they would, but you just said that they stink, right, without Gio Reyna.
They stink without Gio Reyna, bro.
So
I didn't say they were like Everton. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't.
If we're going to be very clear, But I look, Bundesliga, 11 years in a row goes to
Bayern Munich.
Well,
and I want to just make sure, give credit, Jamal Musiala. That goal was tremendous.
Yes, incredible goal.
For a young kid to score that goal, super impressive. And Cologne tried their best to help Dortmund, and they couldn't figure it out either.
Dortmund needs to help themselves. What I tell my wife about her friends. You know what I mean? Hey, sometimes you can't do it all. These people got to help themselves.
Okay. There's licensed therapists for stuff like this. Yeah.
You want to hear a crazy stat?
Go for it.
Kingsley Coman has won the league every year of his professional career.
Wow.
He won it at Juventus, he won it at Dortmund, and he won it at PSG. I'm sorry, at Bayern.
Yeah.
And PSG. Isn't that crazy?
How long has he been with Bayern? It hasn't been that long.
I don't know, but Arsenal needs to sign him. I'm just saying.
Really good. He was when Bayern won the Champions League, he scored in the final or the semifinal.
Yeah, he came in. Remember that? He came in off the bench. Yeah.
Incredibly important player. But heartbreak, definitely this weekend for a lot of teams in Europe, without a doubt. Obviously, Dortmund didn't have to suffer like relegation, but it almost hurts just as much to get that close and not win the title, especially when the behemoth.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, bro.